A bizarre new report is trying to offer a new angle to this dispute between Conor McGregor and MGK. At first MGK said that Conor wanted a photo, then Conor said that he didn't even know who MGK was. But now MMA news sites are claiming that Conor thought Machine Gun Kelly was actually Jake Paul. I'm going to tell you all about it right here on IO, but first if you could do us a big favor and please tap that like button, we'd really appreciate it. With that out of the way, let's begin. According to writer Jesse Holland at MMA Mania, the former UFC lightweight champion Conor McGregor may have confused Machine Gun Kelly for YouTuber Jake Paul. During an interview with ESPN, Jake Paul responded to the scuffle on the red carpet and said, "Some people are saying that Conor McGregor mistook him for me because we look the same, like blonde hair, a little bit tall. That was like the rumor that happened. I think it's hilarious. Conor McGregor is a real fighter. Why is he on a celebrity red carpet throwing drinks at Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly? It's just disrespectful, but Kel's handled himself like a professional. He didn't get hot, he didn't retaliate because I think he knows that Conor just looked like an idiot. This guy is falling apart and trying to find any reason to get attention." Now according to Wikipedia, Jake stands at about 6 feet tall while MGK is about 6'2". Both are white as snow and have bleached blonde hair, so I guess if Conor was, highly intoxicated and forgot his glasses at home, he may have mistaken MGK for Jake. Although I think what we really saw here was the beginning of the end for Conor McGregor's legacy. Jake has had a long and pretty entertaining track record of calling out and ultimately trolling Conor McGregor. He has consistently tried to bait him into fighting him by filming videos where he calls out Conor's wife, and even made a $100,000 Sleeping McGregor chain after Conor was knocked out by Dustin Poirier. Jake continued his trolling by tweeting out, "You can tell Conor has lost it. He no longer speaks from a place of authenticity, and you can tell he's trying to convince himself of his own lies. He takes offense to everything now. He's bathing in his own insecurities. When we fight, I will further expose him for the fraud he is." And former UFC heavyweight champion Daniel Cormier also gave a similar warning about Conor, pointing to his tweets about Khabib Nurmagomedov going too far. Cormier said on his ESPN show, "I feel like from him talking about Dustin's wife to now Khabib's father, he's just taking it way too far. When you're dealing with death and COVID and all these other things that we've dealt with over the last year and a half, that's all off limits. We talked about wives and families being off limits, but when you're talking about a man's everything, Khabib's dad was his everything, and you're talking about him and being gone today due to something that has been so terrible for our entire world, you use that in a sense to get back?" He then added that Conor seems to have never been able to move on after losing to Khabib. Cormier goes on to say, "You know what's most disturbing? This wasn't done the day after the fight or the same night of the fight. This was done weeks after the fight. So it feels like it was thought of and it was thought through for Conor to tweet something like that. Absolutely crossed the line. I think when stuff like that is being said, it's a cry for help. Conor has all the money in the world, he has all the fame, but now when you start to dig at that level, it's like somebody needs to get to McGregor and help him to start to kind of reshift his mind and his focus and get him back to a better place. It's unfortunate. It truly is unfortunate to watch a once highly regarded fighter begin to stoop to such low levels to garner attention, and I am in 100% agreement that this is definitely a cry for help. We would love to hear your thoughts on all this though, so don't forget to drop us a comment down below. For now, I've been your host Johnny Rogers, and until next time, stay classy YouTube, or at least try.